lovelies. Welcome back for those who have seen my videos before, and a very warm welcome to those who are new. Today's topic is going to be on what's happening for that August period for you. There will be 5 groups to choose from. Of course, remember you do have free choice and free will, only if it resonates. And to click on the reading that you like, you can go directly down below on the link and just click on it, and it will take you directly to your reading there. Enjoy, and of course remember, only if it resonates. Hello, welcome back, group number 1, for what's happening in the month of August for you. We have the Knight of Wands, 3 of Pence, 2 of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Lovers, the Fool, the Temperance, and Ace of Wands, all upright. To start with, I feel like you're igniting the fire within, or the passion within. It feels like on some level Spirit's saying that there's goals here, big dreams, big goals. It will require you to take a leap of faith with the Fool here and a chance, but you're slowly and surely having some recognition here with some of the work that you've been doing and what you're trying to build in your life here. Now, there are going to be a couple of different choices here with the 2 of Swords, and you're going to need to feel the peace within yourself to make the right call or the right decision. So I would suggest here, well, what Spirit's saying is to maybe do a bit of reflection, journaling, or meditation to be able to access your own wisdom here and your own intuition to be able to make the right call here. It feels like a lot of you are going to have a lot of people in your life, whether it's actually online or in person, and it feels like there's some collaborations. There's also going to be decision to be made about a relationship as well. And it feels on a level here, the work that you'll be doing, it feels like you're making a shift in your conscious decisions or choices to want to make a difference, to want to actually help, to want to move forward. And for some, I feel like, because it is a general reading here, that some of you will want to have some sort of recognition. So there will be like a little bit of like validation, recognition, you're on the right path here. So please look for your signs. If you're asking for a sign to come in, am I on the right path? I'm going to say it could be a blackbird, a crow, or some sort of blackbird here that could be one of your signs or symbols that's trying to guide you here. And it feels like the direction of where you're going, it feels exciting. It just feels like it's new. And because it's new, it's got that sense of feeling, I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I'm really excited. I want to keep moving forward. The only thing that I think that will stop you from moving forward will be maybe just this little bit of 2 of Swords stuff, that sort of shall I or shan't I, until you feel more at peace with making a decision here. And I feel like once you make the decision, I feel like things are going to happen fairly quickly. It does require you to take that leap of faith with the Fool. So it's new journeys, it's new projects, new journeys. For a lot of you, I feel like you've been healing something in your life that may have prevented you in the past from moving forward, or may have just prevented you from maybe taking a chance and putting yourself out there and going out on a limb more. So it feels great. You do have amazing intuition, a lot of passion, a lot of drive. It feels like there's going to be younger people coming in around you who are going to be working with you or inspiring you. And I feel like, as it's again a general reading, I think some of you are really good at creative things and writing as well. And you've got this beautiful Ace of Swords here, Ace of Wands here too, which is all about, I've got all the ideas and I've got the ambition. And because it's a fire, it's like it's at that initial stage of conception where you can now, when you take the chance with the Fool, you get these ideas and you run with it and you do something practical with it to get something tangible from. So it feels really exciting. It feels like it's the first time that you, in a while, that you've actually decided that you want to actually branch out, extend yourself, expand. For those who are waiting on good news about study, as I said, it is a general reading. There is good news coming in as well. I feel like there'll be good news with an idea. In actual fact, I feel like you've got so many good ideas that you just need to focus on maybe the top 3 and then break it down to the top 1 and do it that way, and just keep focusing on your plans here and your dreams, because it feels like it's coming in. Now, I mentioned a relationship before, and I think that this person is divine with the Temperance, so they may have a fire element to them, because there's a little bit of fire in this, fire and earth, but predominantly fire in this group number 1. So I feel like either you're the fire sign or they may be a fire sign, and you know that they're very driven, passionate. There's something fun, there's a sense of fun and also healing with this person as well. So that comes in, it's really lovely and strong. We'll just get some more advice for you. Let me just see. I'll pick one. I want 2. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a union or a relationship, something that's going to fulfill you here on a really deep, beautiful, profound level, which I think is going to spur on this amazing creativity and this idea that you have. For some people, I feel like there's a little bit of like celebration coming through, maybe with music on some level, it says here as well. The union is really great, and I feel like it's a union that you haven't experienced before, and it just feels like it brings out the best in both of you, which feels really good. There is something to do with these people maybe having an interest in natural healing or healing abilities here as well, which feels really nice. Let me just see this one. I'll just shuffle the stick. We had a few come out, so let's have a look at these. So for some of those, because it's all inspirational and ideas, and it might be that you have in your line of work, there could be 3 elements to your line of work here, and one of them could be workshops or seminars that you're thinking of expanding into or doing or running. And it says here, attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose, so be open to teaching and learning. And I actually think I'm going to tie that in with this opportunity here with the with the 2 of Swords here, that there's a decision to be made around that. You'll be releasing work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves your purpose. As I said before, in the past, I think you've been a little shy of moving forward or stepping forward into your goals, and it feels like now is the time to blossom. So it feels like there might be like a little strategy here you use maybe on the night of the full moon, or that you get into the habit of journaling every day, or just releasing what isn't any longer your that serves your growth for your highest good, so that you can move forward into a new cycle as well. I felt like there's sort of like this sort of celebration in that. So you've got the singing and dancing here. Express yourself and awaken your psychic sense through the magical power of music and movement. So I feel like group number 1 have had flashes of insights in that in the past with their intuition, and I feel like the more you start to sort of get in touch with that, actually funny enough, feel like listening to drumming might ground it a little bit more. If you can go online and listen to a bit of drumming, very shamanic. But I feel like on the same token, if the more you start sort of being your authentic self and just doing it for the fun of it and the pleasure of it, I actually feel like your intuition will become quite heightened, which is actually also going to help you with these amazing ideas that you have to expand. In the past, it might be that some of you had dealt with some past life issues around success, or perhaps that you've been in the past, you've been maybe persecuted for having a voice, or for being a healer, or for wanting to help, or for being a little bit different. So it says here with the solar plexus chakra, it is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways now. So I feel like now the universe has your back. You know, you're not going to be sort of burnt at the stake or anything like that. I feel like you can now express yourself in a very open, creative way. Even if it's, say, something technical like in the healing capacity, it could still be done in some sort of creative way here. And fun. There's a lot of joy with this, by the way, for group number 1. Okay, I'm going to say connect to the color indigo. And it says here the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning highly sensitive and a natural born leader. So it's time for group number 1 to step up into the vibration of indigo and to start to lead what they feel they are destined to do. And of course, having integrity aligns your actions so that it matches your values for the inner knowingness of what is right for you, which can lead you to success. That's what I have for you, group number 1. All the best, and I shall see you soon. Hello there. Welcome back, group number 2. We have the 7 of Pence, the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the World, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and of course the outcome here is the 7 of Wands. I think group number 2 are working through different ways of how to manage, say, a little bit of frustration, or if they feel like they've been comparing themselves to other people and wondering why they're not sort of moving ahead more with what they'd like to do with more success. I feel like they're learning to let go. They're managing everything to ensure, I feel, on some level here, and what Spirit's saying, to say you're managing what doesn't serve you growth in a healthy way and learning to let go in a healthy way so that it doesn't stop you from wanting to achieve your goals here. For some, this is a general reading again, so this is for August for group number 2. There may be feeling like you're going to be walking away from something you've been trying to do that you feel hasn't been working or hasn't been giving you the results that you'd like. And it feels like you slowly and progressively move forward into other ideas and inspirations that you have here, with the Knight of Pence here. And it has that sense of gently you're going to be led to another opportunity or another option here, because you do have the wish card here, which is the 9 of Cups. So I feel like don't give up on your goals, don't give up on your dreams, but you're just sort of like, I imagine, like shedding, like a snake would shed their skin to rebirth their life a little bit. So I feel like you're just managing how you manage things. And you're going to find different ways of doing it. For some, there might even be a mentor. For some, you might be connecting to faith. For some, it might be just getting into, say, better habits and looking after yourself as well. There's going to be, I'm going to say, new work or new ideas to supplement income here to come through here for you. And I feel like if we can just let go of what doesn't serve your growth, the transition will be smoother for you, more gentle for you. You're trying to set something up. I would also say there's a large amount of you may be wanting to do something in terms of setting up something from home and having security there. So that could definitely mean something online to some degree. I feel like group number 2, Spirit says here, they tend to get excited, they have their goals, and when they don't quite get the results in the time frame they like, there could be that little bit of frustration that comes in here. So we just need you to shift, make a little tiny shift with this. In terms of this, you could turn it around and reframe it and say, this is another lesson, and I love to learn because I tend to grow and evolve that way. It just feels like you just need to make a little bit of a shift here so that it's sort of like more of a smoother transition for you in what you want to do here. So there is a phase, I feel, in your life that is going to come into completion, and I think it's been something that's been happening for a period of time, and I feel like now with the World there, I feel like it's coming in. You are definitely going to be also connecting to more people, I would say, around a work arena, that could be from people all around different parts of the world, with the business here or with an idea here that you have here connecting as well. I don't know why I'm seeing TikTok or something to do with social media here. I'm going to just put that out there for you. But just to be mindful of how long it might take to build. And if you're in the right mind frame, in the right and in a vibrational alignment with thoughts, feelings, and emotions, your transition gently, and it'll happen in a really lovely way. But for those who still need to learn their lessons, it might be just that you'll still get the wisdom of it and it'll still happen, but you're sort of tending to take a little bit what I call the cynic route here, and it might take you're just taking the cynic route. It might take slightly longer, but it feels like all in all that you're actually moving towards in the right direction, and it's exciting for you. There will be opportunities and offers to come, but just to be kind to yourself and to be gentle with yourself as well, so that you can reap the rewards here as well. There's a strong earth element to this spread. So I'm going to say this could be really significant for people who are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant as well. Or there might be like a connection with the Queen of Pentacles here. Someone who I feel, this card, she sort of implies that she's very regal and proud, and does the right thing by people, and is sort of sitting on a throne of wealth here. So she may have a wealth of knowledge, or may be able to help this person transition with this work situation here that they want to do, which feels exciting too. So let's have a look. Some extra cards. Group number 2. Okay, I'm going to pull one. Oh, got 2. Grace and change. How beautiful. So to help you shift this, say, frustration here, having a little bit of grace in your life. So that might be just finding the appreciation and the gratitude for what you have in your life will actually help you make the change that's coming in to your life. A lot of you, because there's an owl here in the spread here, I feel like maybe you're one of your totem animals, maybe owl. And I was going to say, for me, I see it not as the deception type, but I see it as wisdom. So I feel like a lot of you have a lot of insights inside of you, but for some reason you're not sharing or revealing a lot. And I feel like there's still a lot that you could do with those insights and express to maybe the world here with communicating on some level. So that feels really nice. It feels really exciting. Remember just to write down a little bit of gratitude when there's been a little bit of frustration, to just help you stay in alignment here. Just get the cards. Okay. Feeling the magic. I feel like group number 2 are going to feel the magic in their life again. Just feels like it's gone a little bit by the wayside when they've been frustrated, and they're starting to feel that sort of zest for life, that passion again for life. So it says here, when you have a strong bond with fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So we're not saying you have to believe in the fairies, but just saying is that maybe get out in Mother Nature a little bit and go for a walk and just connect and ground yourself. That'll help you ground the ideas and help you make the shifts and the changes a little bit. And it's always good to de-stress and chill out. Then this group number 2, I feel like you've got all these insights, is what I said before, but you haven't actually shown a lot of people or revealed it to everybody. And I feel like this is maybe one of your gifts here that could be shown to the world with this business. And it says here, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So I feel like that's a general area of maybe where these people could go into with something online with their business. And it feels like their gifts have always been there, and I feel like they've used them before, but it just felt like maybe there was a little bit of a stop-start process, and it feels like now they're actually letting go of a part of their life, maybe revolving on their work on some level that hasn't worked out, to step into a new way of doing it. It's like they're rebirthing their work, so they could still do the work but do it in a different way, and it might be less taxing, it could be more fun. It just feels not to compare yourself with people, and just to connect and ground yourself a little more, find the gratitude in life. And it just feels like there's these lovely opportunities that come up. I actually think there's going to be a wealth of support I think that Spirit has your back. I just feel like you've just got to turn the ears on a little bit more, because the Spirit guides are saying that we're trying to help group number 2. But because sometimes the 7 of Wands comes up, it sort of creates a little bit of a block. So for group number 2, maybe quiet place in nature, or practicing some breath work or some meditation to help you tap into your amazing gifts here, so that you can share it with the world. There's a lot of talent here as well. That's what I have for you, group number 2. All the best. Hi there, group number 3. We've got the 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups, 4 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Chariot, 7 of Swords, King of Wands, and Queen of Wands. The first thing that I get here is, I say, an element of you working out what's going to stay in your life and what's not serving you growth. And I think you're right in the thick of it all at the moment. I feel like you just want to be happy and you don't want dramas around you. And speaking of dramas, it feels like this is a very relationship-based spread for those who have picked group number 3. It just gets that sense that you felt like you have picked a soulmate that you thought would work out. But there's either been a lot of stress around the relationship or a lot of complications. Now, a complication could be a third party, or it could be a situation that is somehow interfering in the relationship that you have with this person, and it feels like it's not flowing the way that you would like it to. It just feels like you need to look after yourself a little more, be kind to yourself a little more. There's some decisions to be made here about a relationship, and it just feels like in order for it to move forward with the Chariot here, that the both of you just need to be really open and honest with each other about maybe expectations or what you want to do, and communicating maybe in a loving way, in a sense of where you feel like it's sort of how you would like to be treated as well. It just feels like there might have been a little bit of stress involved in here as well, and that it's just somehow had some sort of effect, because there has been in this deck with group number 3, there has been love here. It just feels like it's been challenged a little bit, and sometimes the challenges can make us stronger as well. But there's also the 3 of Swords is saying that there may be letting go of something that no longer is serving you growth, so that you can move forward and have the life that you're destined to be with someone else. But there is this situation here that it feels like for some will let go, and for the other part of the group will feel like they want to hang in there for a little longer to see if they can actually make things work out here. It feels like there's been maybe a lot of focus for group number 3 people on putting a lot of their energy into a relationship also, that feels like maybe it hasn't worked out, and they may have sort of self-sacrificed a little bit with, say, other work or other positions that they're doing. Say, for example, they've put like 80 or 90% of their energy into, say, a situation here that hasn't worked out or hasn't had the result that they've wanted, and then sort of realizing that maybe, well, what was that all for, because it didn't work out, and I've wasted all this years or time for something that didn't work. So that's not the way to think. I think for group number 3, that there's always something valuable that you can learn in, and it feels like here it's on some level defined a little bit about maybe what type of love that you want. If it's not with that particular person, it feels like it'll be a similar vibration with someone else that will be able to have less without the complications, and that will have the energy of being able to give you and love you the way that you deserve, truly and utterly deserve here as well. It just feels like there has to be honest feelings between a partnership of some sort here, and it feels like, or it's about to start to get very real and very honest here as well. For those, I feel like you haven't lost anything, you haven't wasted time, but it just feels like there's just been that little bit of frustration here with it. I'm just going to get some additional advice. Actually, I'm going to use another deck for this. It's a relationship deck card. I'll use this. Again, we've had a few fall out, so... Okay, so the first one is rest and relaxation is essential. We all have our fundamental need to take a break. So this feels like it's been a little bit maybe stressful for you, and you're just trying to find balance as well. So that's just saying take some time out. It's like if you're giving a lot to other people with their situations, or you're not sort of feeling, you're not sort of feeding your own and nourishing your own life on some level, it feels like it can create an imbalance, and then things can sort of happen dramatically, and you're wanting to sort of go a little bit more with the flow and have a little bit more smooth sailing with things. It feels like for those in who have been in a relationship, I should say, and have had maybe a challenge here come up, or they're questioning something, that I feel like will come through. And as I said, it can actually sometimes make the people stronger, but if it has run a course and there has been a third party, that's when I feel you'll make a big decision of whether or not to move forward with it or not. It feels like the other part, people who are single, they might be a little bit sick of being single, and they're looking at wanting to meet, the man of their dreams, or woman of their dreams here. It says, but because they've had heartache in the past, they tend to sort of want the love but resist it. So this is just sort of saying, on some level, take a chance in love. When we love, our lives will change forever. Of course, with love and any sort of relationship, we always need to maintain it. So love isn't going to just save the day. It takes still sort of work, working in a partnership to be able to make it last and to, nourish it. For group number 3, it feels like it's been a little bit of a challenging time, and it feels like they've felt a little bit of isolation, and they've only been focusing maybe on the problem here, it says, and they're trying to sort of shift it here. And this is saying love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this is the truth. So it just feels like maybe they've been hurt in the past and they've shut down a little bit, and they want the love, but they're sort of resisting a little bit with change. So that might be sort of like a little bit of a perception tweak for group number 3 to have it in. And they're saying here, have patience, love is kind and patient always. So it just feels on some level that for group number 3, the types of people, if it's been in a relationship and it's had that sort of complication here, perhaps they haven't been treated the way that they thought they deserved on some level. And when we let go of what, say, toxic friendships or toxic relationships, and that it shifts our space when we start to love ourselves more and we have more boundaries, then we can sort of attract the right sort of people who will love us through thick and thin and understand our faults, and it's all good. It's like that, they know they've got your back, and that there's that sort of unconditional love here as well. So it just feels like to be a little kind to yourself, and to understand that maybe that they need, where in their life do they feel like they might need to feel a little bit patient here as well. Let's have a look. Some extra ones. I feel like once they, group number 3, open their heart space and start to trust again, there's this amazing awakening. So I feel like for group number 3 in August, they're working on themselves. So a lot of stuff, there might be some like concerns and that come up early on in the month of August that will help you understand that you're letting go of what doesn't serve your growth, or how to manage situations differently, and being open and honest, and just allowing yourself to be your authentic self, which is really important for people. Like either someone might be coming out, or they might be just sort of saying, I'm not agreeing with that, I have my own opinion. But it feels like here, it's like there's a massive awakening here, which will help with a really amazing shift for you. It's like you're shifting your consciousness into a vibration of where you deserve to receive good things in your life. which is beautiful. And that one fell out, so let me just grab it. And I feel like you're connecting to your personal power again after the awakening. So I'm going to say maybe with group number 3 at some point there was that loss of personal power, or that you gave your power away, and that you're just reconnecting with who you are by making the right decisions to let go of what doesn't serve your growth. Through that, I feel like there's going to be new people coming into your life. I feel like there might be people mentoring, guiding, counseling, something to that effect with group number 3 to help them make a shift. And then it feels like there's awakening, and then it feels like they regain their personal power again. And it's like the awakening will come up with the fact of that they're going to completely change their lifestyle, I feel, in how they want to live their life. And it's like sort of having that acceptance of this is me, take it or leave it. But this is me kind of thing. It's like I feel like you're not going to worry so much about maybe what other people will think as well. That's what I have for you, group number 3. All the best. Hello, group number 4. We have the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pence, the 2 of Wands, the Emperor, 9 of Swords, and the outcome is the 6 of Swords. Wow. Group number 4 have been either meditating or taking some time out to look at opportunities for growth and development, and to expand. Their intuition is exceptionally high. They're working on their vibration. They're trying to sort of get into that high vibration, it says here with the star, and they are making a massive shift and change in a direction of either career. I feel like this could be career here, because it feels like you've got the 9 of Pence with all the hard work on their own that they're doing, which will create a opportunity which will require a decision to either partner or collaborate, and that brings in needing to bring in a new foundation with the extended idea, and it'll happen very quickly. And it feels like you're sort of moving, it's like they're moving emotionally into a different vibration with their work. So on some level, it feels like they're sort of really wanting to, they've said to the universe, I'm ready to take, like to tap into what I've chose to incarnate into, and what what my soul purpose is. I'm ready now. I'm actually taking the responsibility and I want to go for it. So it feels like there's like lots of choices and opportunities in that for this growth and development. But if they keep, and some of these opportunities are going to be, some will be better than others, it says here. But on the 4 of Swords, it says just to reflect a little bit and to meditate on these opportunities, and your intuition is going to be so strong. And for some of those two people who will dream, if you pay attention to your actual dreams, because I feel like the universe, they're very connected to either universe or signs or intuition, and whatever way it works for you, you'll get your sign and insight that you're on the right path here. It does feel really exciting. It feels like you're wanting to build wealth, or wanting to build, changing your direction to build the wealth, but it's also having everything sort of like a vibrational match here. Everything sort of feels like it's coming into fruition here. For group number 4, it feels like there's stabilizing a relationship, and some of you might actually end up working in a partnership with a person here as well. And it feels like there's that kind of sense of direction. Again, I'm going to say that there's a connection with overseas with the 6 of Swords here with this work, and with this person too. So it just feels like everything's sort of being brought into alignment. They have a direction, they have a goal, they know how to expand, and they're really manifesting what they really want in their life as well. But they also know how to let go of what doesn't serve their growth to be able to just keep moving forward. like they're not holding on to feelings like resentment or frustration. They just tend to know successfully how to move forward and to process and to just keep moving forward with their goals. So there's something about manifesting your goals and dreams. There's a lot of intuition, clairvoyant ability, very gifted here. Some of them might also be gifted in the healing here as well. And for some, I don't know why I'm throwing this out, but there could be something to do with earning the money differently through their gifts that they hadn't thought of before, or it's this offer through meditation or through just, those cognitive thoughts that, clairsentient thoughts that just pop in, and that sensing and feeling pops into your mind's eye kind of thing about an idea that's going to actually lead to quite a lot of success and expansion here, it says. So let's get some more on this. Okay. Healing. So I'm going to say that you've been working on healing yourself, and that means to me feels like you're also going to be healing and helping others as well, which feels really, really great. That feels really lovely. Let me get some more. Okay, and you've got new beginnings. So it just feels like the shifts that you'll have in, say, the month of August for you is really going to actually, your goals and that will be so much more clearer. And I just feel like there's more of a flow with what you're doing, and the insights just come naturally for you. For those who might have felt like they've been challenged maybe with health and well-being, and that it feels like you're managing things differently and more effectively, and that feels really exciting. And for those that may have an interest in healing, it feels like there's new beginnings with something here to do with an idea that you have. It could somehow relate to helping people, so it could be helping, healing, caring on some level, or it offers support somehow. Or guidance somehow, because these people have got really strong insights to offer as well. But there's also sort of like a practical side with this healing too. So it may not be just sort of the spiritual. They might have also studied something, or thinking of studying something, or learning something to do with healing here as well. It just feels like, and it could mean too that maybe if there's this partnership here, that the gifts that they have are really amazing, and the gifts that the other partner has, that could be really complementary. They both complement each other really well. So one might be talented in a certain area, and the other person doesn't have those talents, and the other person may be able to contribute something else that, again, their counterpart may not have. So it just feels like it could be a really successful like union or partnership here as well. Let's have a look. They want to sort of group of all need to, like, they want to express themselves in a really happy way. Look at all the amazing butterflies here. So your whole life will be transformed, it says here, with the butterflies, and that here over the next, I'm going to say over the next 4 weeks, it's starting to really transform, and you're starting to really make really great shifts. There's something about journeying. So these people could have an interest in planetary causes, or travel, or journeying somehow. So if it's inner journeying, that's like meditation and that, it could be shamanism, or it could be actually going on journeys here. But it just feels like there's tapping into, say, consciousness on many different levels here, and exploring it, which will help like transform an idea that you have that I feel like will be quite successful. And I'll just get these. Okay, I feel like it's all about expression here, and one of those ways of expressing it could be your life purpose involves through writing, reading, editing, selling spiritually based books, something along that line here. So I do feel like it's time for group number 4 to step up and to blossom and to take the initiative and to, they're really trying to step into their personal power and to get the results. And I feel like they will, because I feel like they've done all this hard work and it's going to now certainly pay off. Get one more for you. Here we go. These souls are very sensitive. So it's saying only sort of drink from the nectar of life, which is sort of saying on some level it's like a hummingbird will only drink from the purest nectar of life. So it's like putting good food in your body, watching chemicals, that sort of thing, and really looking after yourself. So because you are trying to raise your vibration, and this could be a natural interest that these people have anyway with their health and well-being. It also says here, because they are so intuitive and they are so gifted in that area, is just not to forget to shield your energy from different vibrations that may not be matching yours, and just to get into those sort of good habits and that too, as I feel like the more they will open up and share knowledge, that they're sort of shifting everything on a complete amazing new level as well. That's what I have for you, group number 4. All the best. Hello, group number 5. Welcome. We have the Empress, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands, Justice, 3 of Cups, and 8 of Pence. Wow. For anything that has felt like it wasn't fair in the past, it feels like you're now shifting this vibration and this energy and whatever the situation was into a different space of where you're healing, letting it go, processing it to the point where it feels like your life now feels like it's more fairer and you've got more opportunities coming in. It just feels like for some people here, if there had been a loss of a job or feeling like they've been discredited somehow, or feeling like their personal integrity might have been questioned or attacked, it just feels here that you're shifting this in a different space and you're not going to let it concern or worry you anymore, and you're starting to feel like life is actually full of fairness and tapping into amazing opportunities and love, and you're putting your absolute best foot forward here. And in actual fact, it's almost like some sort of situation that could have been a bit chaotic or a little bit frustrating or felt like you were being a little bit controlled in here. It feels like it's been almost like a gift to you because you've turned it around and you're not allowing anything negative to affect you, and you're actually, it's kind of made you stronger on some level here, it feels. And it just feels like you're going to be incredibly focused here with the Ace of Swords in your ideas, your goals, your dreams, your passions. And I feel like you're kind of not just willing it for things to happen in your life with the amazing birth of ideas that you have here. It's like you're making it happen. You're focused, you're driven, you're sincere, and it feels like in the past, if you've not been treated the way that you would have liked to have been treated by people, it's like it's taught you how you want to be treated, and how you would treat others, which inevitably will lead to your success here, because it feels like you've got the wisdom of it. You're not sort of getting caught up in it. You're just saying that was the past with what happened. Something was a little unfair here, but on the same token, it doesn't define who I am. I got the wisdom of this situation and I'm moving forward. And in actual fact, it's sort of almost pushing you into an area of what you can, it's sort of pushing your comfort zones or getting you out of your comfort zone and making you realize that you can do things here. So inevitably, it's like whatever situation had occurred in the past, it feels like it was a little bit of a blessing because it actually helped you redefine and give you the opportunity to grow in such an amazing way that if it hadn't have happened, maybe you wouldn't have pushed yourself to this point of where, you're creating all these amazing opportunities in that too, as well. I like there's a lot of creativity and a lot of fun for group number 5. There's something to do with astrology or stars or planet Earth, and that I really love. So these people might feel like they love a bit of the carers of the planet sort of thing, or the gatekeepers of the planet on some level. It feels like they've got a lot of ideas and passions that are coming in really strongly, which is going to require them to focus on what they want to do to be able to get the results. And there are results that are coming here. They're working really steadily and wonderfully towards amazing goals here. It feels like they're not allowing themselves to get caught up in, say, I don't know, feeling like they've been controlled or manipulated. It feels like they've really learnt about boundaries. So someone has taught them some major lessons here so that they can actually move forward with these opportunities and ideas, and to sort of resonate. They're resonating with like-minded souls here. It could be from around the world, or it could be that they're finding their soul tribe on some level, and it feels really amazing here too. These people have an interest in, it also could mean metaphysics, or mentoring, counseling, wanting to make the world a better place, that sort of thing. It feels really strongly here as well. And I feel like they're about to set something up, I feel, for themselves that will ensure that there's sort of that continued success. They're not afraid of hard work, but they're also not afraid of having a good time either, it says here. So it feels like they're sort of getting the balance here too. So for August, it feels that group number 5 are getting the wisdom of what, say, may have transpired in their recent past that might have been challenging them, and they're actually seeing the blessings and the wisdoms that if they hadn't have maybe lost that situation or lost a job or hadn't have gone through that experience, that they wouldn't have understood, they wouldn't have pushed themselves in a direction here of what they're really capable of doing. And they've really actually, it's kind of spurred them on and been a really great catalyst for them to be able to move forward in a really joyous, happy way here with their work. And it's sort of like they're finding out what they love. They're not listening to other people, they're listening to themselves, and they're going to be incredibly driven and focused in what they want to do, which will lead to really wonderful, tangible results here. So it's like all the hard work and that has paid off. It's really good. Let's have a look. There might be like, again, working with groups or with the Empress as well. It feels like some of these people may have had mentors, or they might be studying something. There's something to do with astrology that comes in here that's really strong. I'm just going to throw that out there, that it is a general reading as well. And I feel like they're getting the wisdom of these lessons, divine timing. So it feels like if they hadn't have gone through this say frustration, or felt restricted, or felt like that they weren't making a breakthrough, or it just feels like whatever it was here, it feels like it's really equipped them and it's made them so much stronger within themselves and been an absolute blessing. So they also understand, it's like they're kind of going with the ebb and the flow. They understand divine timing. They understand that there's a time and a place for everything, and that they're keeping themselves in definitely vibrational alignment. There's something a little bit, as I said, metaphysical here with them, and they are achieving their goals. It's like they've already sort of brought them into their consciousness here as well. Enchantment. Yeah, this feels nice. I'm going to say that these people might sort of do some chanting or celebrations here with this card. It could be something to do with the earth, or something to do with like moon celebrations, you know, like rituals, that sort of thing, and looking out and sort of imagining and dreaming. It's like they're dreaming their new life. They're dreaming how they want to do it, but they're also now have the skills to be able to make it a reality. So that feels really exciting as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, I feel like group number 5 had to maybe learn a little bit of a lesson about faith, and that could be faith in their own abilities, or faith in their own purpose, faith in their own goals. I think most importantly, probably faith within themselves here, about being able to achieve what they want to do, and not sort of listening to any sort of negative banter from either themselves or from other people here as well. So that feels really exciting. Just see what comes up here. Yeah, I felt before that you may have an interest in law of attraction and metaphysics and that. So it says here relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware to the energies. So it just feels like that there's this sort of like cleansing and maybe there's that sort of vibrational changes so that this allows all this amazing new energy to come in here, which is what I said before, being really super laser focused on your goals and opportunities that you're manifesting. It's like life feels really fair and that you're really enjoying it. You feel like you're really connecting to a lot of joy here as well, and you're getting the desired results from it. So let's see the last card for you. What fell out? Manifestation power. Wow, isn't that amazing how it all kind of ties in with the cards? Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So there's definitely a really strong sense of law of attraction and tapping into your feelings and letting go of what doesn't serve your growth and trying to manifest your life that I feel like you will. So for those in the first, say, week or two of August might feel like they're sort of looking at, what's blocking them to be able to release it. And then it feels like in the second part of August, it feels like they're starting to get their desired results. They're actually starting to manifest. They're seeing the results of their work through the manifestations and that. So when the new moon comes up, maybe start to manifest because it feels like you're sort of ready now to achieve your goals and desires, and that they have a lot of joy in what they're creating in their life as well. That's all I have for you, group number 5. All the best.